Welcome back to this series, Setting the Right Foundation. In the last episode, we talked about why families fail without structure, and from the feedback, I know it's stuck in there because many of us realize something very important. Our homes need structure. Our homes don't need, more noise. They don't need more rules, more shouting. Our homes need structure. So today I want to answer the next logical question. And what could that be? Okay, if structure is so important, what exactly should we be structuring? That's the question somebody should be asking, right? Because structure is not, it's not a feeling. Structure is not a motivational speech. It's not, oh, we'll try our best, like we normally say. Structure is built on pillars. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm passionate about helping families raise children who will not fail in life. Children who understand boundaries, understand values, identity, and purpose. Now, if pillars were weak in families, the house will shake, no matter how much love is inside. So the first thing I'm going to be talking basically on is why every family needs pillars, since we're talking about pillars. Now, in construction, pillars carry weight, right? They determine how long a building will last spiritually and practically. Families are the same. No, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 7 verse 24 to 25 that the wise man builds his house where? On the rock. The storm came, but the house stood. So notice this: the storm did not ask whether the house was that of a Christian or not. It tested the foundation. So let's talk about the core pillars every structured family must establish. This must be intentional, and this should be a workable system. So the first pillar number one, is a clear family vision. A clear family vision. Every structured family starts with a vision. Now, vision answers the question, what kind of family are we building? Many homes exist, but they're not intentional. Parents wake up, you go to work, you feed children, discipline randomly, you pray occasionally, but there is no direct or a defined direction. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18, where there is no vision, the people perish. As parents, we must decide what value defines this house. What do we stand for? What do we not tolerate? What kind of adult do we want these children to become? Children thrive when they know, when they know that this particular family has a direction. They will know. So vision is not, it's not really a long document. It's not even a long document. It can be simple, but it must be clear. The second pillar is clear roles and responsibilities. This pillar is missing in many homes. When roles are unclear, parents become, very confused. Children become entitled. Authority becomes diluted. So God is a God of order. I need to write in the comment section. God is a God of order. So even in the Bible, roles were defined. Parents instructed, children obeyed, elders guided. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1 says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. So obedience only work, when leadership is clear. So in a structured family, parents lead, children follow, everyone contributes appropriately. This does not mean that, children, don't have opinions. No, it means authority is not negotiated. Pillar number 3 is consistent boundaries. To have consistent boundaries. Boundaries are not punishment. Boundaries are, protection. Actually, they are protection, because many parents love their children deeply but struggle with consistency. Today something is allowed, tomorrow is not. Next week, it depends on your mood. Children don't interpret inconsistency as kindness. They interpret it as instability. Yes, as instability. So what does the Bible say in Hebrews chapter 12 verse 1 reminds us, no discipline seems pleasant at a time, but painful. So later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness. So boundaries, what does boundaries do? Boundaries teach children self-control. They teach children respect, accountability, security. A structured home does not, shout boundaries. It enforces them calmly, but consistently. The fourth pillar is routines that support values. So let's get practical. Structure is not only what you believe, it's what you repeat. Yes, it's what you repeat. So routines turn value into habit. If you value, for example, if you value prayer, there must be prayer routine. If you value respect, there must be correction routine. If you value rest, there must be bedtime routines. If you value learning, there must be, study routines. Psalms 90 verse 12 says, teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Time management is spiritual. Yes. So structured routines reduces chaos, it reduces bad and increases peace in the home. Children don't resist, routines. They resist confusion. The fifth pillar is a spiritual framework for the home. This is where, faith becomes practical. A structured family is not just morally sound, it is spiritually aligned. Joshua said in Joshua chapter 24 verse 15, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Notice, me and my house, not just me personally. A spiritual framework includes prayer as a lifestyle, not emergency response. Godly conversation, not just, a correction like that. Teaching children how to hear God, how to fear Him, spiritual structure, gives children identity beyond culture. So why do many parents struggle with structure? Let me speak honestly here. Many parents struggle with, structure because they were not raised with it. Yeah. They fear, being too strict. They confuse love with permissiveness. They are tired and they're overwhelmed. Hear me clearly. Structure does not remove love. It doesn't. Structure directs love. So God Himself is loving and is also structured. So what do we have to do? Which is very important. We need to start small. So if your home is currently, feeling that vibes, you don't need to panic about it. Structure is built progressively, but it's not built overnight. Start with one routines, one boundaries, one value, one family conversation that you've been avoiding. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 reminds us to everything there is a season. So don't despise small beginning. All right, in the next episode, we will go deeper. We'll talk about how to build structure based on a child's age, because what a toddler needs is not necessarily what, a teenager will need, actually. So structure must grow with the child. So if this episode helped you, I would like you to kindly like and subscribe, share with another parent. And you should remember this. You're not just raising children, you're building a legacy. You're building a legacy. And legacies are built on strong foundation.
Family is a blessing we hold dear.